Hi everybody, this is the Casual Critic, and today I'm going to be reviewing Fortnite, but it's going to be a little bit different. For one, I don't have a script. For two, I recorded this already with my pal To The Edge, but unfortunately, his audio didn't save, which means here we are with me talking about it post-recording. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we are getting started, in which we did this a little bit different. We did a tier list based by season. Since Fortnite is constantly changing, we decided to do a tier list based off a YouTuber named Lachlan that we saw just on trending. We didn't actually watch it, full disclosure. Anywho, so this was my tier list, and as you can see, on Elite, I have Chapter 2, Season 2, and Season 6. And those two are my favorite for pretty different reasons, actually. For example, Season 2, Chapter 2, sorry, that's a mouthful, I never remember how to say it. It kind of just revitalized the game for me. It added those boss battles, which I thought were cool, because it doesn't really change the gameplay that much, but also it changes it enough to make it interesting, because before this, the gameplay had been getting kind of stale. Then, of course, there was Season 6, in which, really, the battle... Oh, I should go back. Also, the battle pass is pretty good in Chapter 2, Season 2, so that's a plus. And the theme's pretty cool. But then, Season 6, the battle pass is cool. I still use some of those skins today. The arc of that season, Kevin the Cube, the explosion, all that was really good in that season. I kind of just like that season the most. I feel like that's the most interested I've been in a season since really the whole beginning of the game, really. So that's like what the peak of my Fortnite enjoyment pretty much was Season 6. As for the good seasons, I have Season 9 and Season 2. Season 9 because it really just brought a lot of good stuff to the table. I mean, the battle pass was pretty decent. It had the futuristic stuff, the slipstreams. I think it had the baller. Yes, had the baller, I think, because they had the slipstream, so they must have the baller. And all around, it was a well-rounded and good season. As for Season 2, that I only got to play like 7 days of, so I did automatically put it in OK, just because it wasn't fair to put it any higher or lower, because I had only played it for 7 days. But then the stuff I put in OK, I was like, well, it was better than that. So it just moved up to good. Season 1, I didn't play. So that one got an automatic OK. Season 3, it got OK because really, there was nothing I hated about it, but there was nothing I loved about it either. It felt like basic Fortnite and was kind of boring. Yes, I did play a lot of it, as you might be able to notice on my channel. But it was new to me at the time, so that accounts for that. But when I look back on it, I don't use any of the skins. And really, I always get confused for Season 4 anyways. So, yeah. Anywho, next up, Season 7. And this one actually had a lot of, brought a lot of changes to the game, and yet I always remember it as really nothing. I remember it as a basic Fortnite season that I kind of ignored, really. It had the snow place, it had planes, it had a lot, and yet, I don't know, I just can't bring myself to like it that much, because I didn't at the time. Then here's one that I might be controversial, I don't know, is that I put Season X as just okay. Fun fact is like a month, maybe months before they like announced what the season was going to be, I kind of exactly predicted what was going to happen during the season, so that was fun. But also, it was just more basic Fortnite. They did add, I think, the brutes, and that was great. I know the Fortnite community didn't like them, but you know, oh well, I loved them, and that's all that really matters. Next up, we have the bad section, which I put Chapter 1, Season 1, and Season 4. Chapter 2, did I say Chapter 1, Season 1? It's Chapter 2, Season 1. That I really just didn't like. I played like an hour of it max. it just felt like they had almost regressed backwards to being more boring. I was one of the people who wanted a new map, so that had that going for them. It had swimming. It was all very cool. But unfortunately, I don't know. I couldn't get into the season, and it just felt like more basic Fortnite, which is why I feel like Chapter 2 Season 2 was an improvement, because they just upped it some more for... I'm trying to think. Sorry, unscripted. They just upped the quality a bit more with adding the battles and stuff and made the map feel complete. So then we have Season 4, in which I really just didn't like. I was really hyped for the superhero theme, and I thought they would do more with that, really. But it was just kind of boring. I don't use any of those skins. I really didn't like them once they came out. And the season was just more Fortnite, but I guess they did have the divot this season, but the divot never really seemed like it fit to me. But I guess it kind of did once it started growing trees and it's becoming, it did start feeling more a part of the map by then. But when it originally started, it just felt empty and kind of boring. So that's my explanation on that. As for Season 5 and Season 8, down in the trash season, Season 5 did a lot wrong for me. The Battle Pass was boring apart from Drift. They got rid of 2 of my favorite spots and replaced them with something even more boring. They got rid of Anarchy Acres and replaced it with a country club. And then they got rid of Moisty Mires and replaced it with a desert. I liked those 2 places a lot. They were in my main 3 drop locations. It was Fatal Farms, Anarchy Acres, and Moisty Mire. So they got rid of a bunch of stuff that I really liked. So it really put that season down for me, and I really didn't play it that much. And the only skin I still use to this day is Drift. So, anywho, moving on to Season 8, in which, honestly, it is just so forgettable. To me, I forget that the season happened. I never see anyone use these skins. I never use these skins. Except for Peely. Peely was the only, exception to the rule, obviously, because he continued on and even got more variants in this season. But, yeah, it just didn't really do a lot, and that's about it on that topic. I mean, I really don't know what to say, because I forget so much about that season, because I didn't play that much, because I didn't finish the Battle Pass that season, and I think I did finish the Season 5 Battle Pass, despite being bored with it. So, yeah. Anywho, moving on. And here I'm just going to display to the edges tier ranking, because we did do this together and he wasn't here to redo the recording after the fact, but I did have his tier list. So this is his explanations were kind of similar to mine, except obviously he has some changed, so he has different opinions on some of them, but we did both agree pretty much exactly on the trash tier, reason wise. And he did play Season 1, so he did have more to say in that, but maybe he'll mention it or something, so I don't know. But yeah, just we're gonna go to me in the future talking about an outro or something now. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On that final note, okay, bye.